Hello. This is like my first time reading, so I'm like a virgin. Thank you. Who remembers a time when we were younger? I'm talking about being in middle school young, missing your recess, hating your teachers, and still confused about girls young. This is a tale from that time. I had just started middle school and was hating it quite a bit. One day, a brilliant idea comes into play that changed everything. I had missed the bus for maybe the third time since starting this new school, and my mother was pissed. School was too far away for me to walk it, and she was usually just getting home from work and too tired to drive me. Her idea? Ride your bike to school. Not profoundly a bad idea, at least originally. Even better, I could follow my friend Xavier, who also rode his bike to school. Okay, the agreement was set. We talked to Xavier, and he was fine with it. Next week came all too soon. I felt an excitement I hadn't felt before, at least not towards school anyway. I think it was the idea that I was taking my destiny into my own hands. And for a while it would be me, my bike, and Xavier against the world. Little did I know there was another surprise in store for me. I sure couldn't see it coming, but little did I care at the time anyway. The ride to school went super smooth. I had experienced the journey in a whole new light. There are certain little truths that occur to you when you are riding your bike versus sleeping on the bus. I enjoyed it. The bell rang for school to let out. I sped to my bike. Xavier was already there, strangely, but that did not bother me. He said we'd take a different route to the apartment complex. Cool with me, brother. Show me the way. Off we went down the road. We got 2 blocks down and hit another intersection. At the time, this didn't register as anything different because we had hit several intersections along the way. I knew the procedure: sit behind my friend, follow his lead. So we wait for the light to turn red. There's a guy sitting at the light who has his turn indicator on, but he indicates for us to go ahead and cross the road. Off we go across the intersection, when all of a sudden, I felt a Superman-like sensation. I was airborne for all of 2 seconds with the belief that I could fly. Felt great at first. I can't imagine a happier time until I hit the ground. Indescribable pain took over me, and I was hit with a sudden reality. I am not Superman. I was just hit by a car, and I should probably get out of the road. I rolled back to the start of the intersection where it all began. I lay there, looked up into the sky. My view was suddenly crowded by faces, all unfamiliar except one. My friend Xavier was there. Everyone's asking me if I'm okay. Let me tell you something. When you get hit by a car, you are anything but okay. I may have been quite possibly the furthest from okay in my entire life. People went into hysteria, asking questions, surrounding me, touching me. It was weird. Before long, the ambulance came. They asked me where I wanted to go. I told them my mother worked at a hospital called X at the time. I arrived, and everybody wanted to see me. I felt like a star, except her. My mother was the first one to find me in the room that they brought me to. She was screaming, "My baby, my baby!" The doctor came in shortly after, asked a couple of questions, and shortly dismissed me to go home. He said, "Everything is fine with him. He just needs some rest, and we'll be all right." When I asked if I had to go to school the next day, the doctor said, "No, it would be in his best interest to rest for a day." Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. When I got home, however, my mother said, no. Damn. What's a kid got to do to get a day off from school? Thank you.